Ever heard of the phrase, what is old is new again? Well, that's pertinent for today's topic. Cannabis is a product that's been shown to be around for 12,000 years, yet today it is the hot product that's out there that can apparently cure everything. So what does CBD oil actually help with digestion? Well, I'm glad you asked, because in this video, we'll discuss exactly what is CBD oil, how it's different from THC or marijuana. We'll also discuss how CBD oil can actually affect the GI tract. And at the very end of the video, I'm gonna give you 5 things I recommend as a GI doctor to look for when you're looking for high quality CBD oils. Guys, I know you want this video. I've seen your comments. Let's talk about poop. Howdy y'all, Dr. Islam here, aka your poop guru, trying to give you the best tips and tricks so you can live your best life from the top all the way down to your bottom. If you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button, like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my weekly newsletter where you can get great tips and tricks like you're learning in today's video. So what exactly is CBD? CBD is one of the many components inside marijuana or hemp, and I know you know what that is. So 2 of the compounds that we hear about in marijuana is THC and CBD, and they have very different effects. Until recently, THC was the component well known in marijuana. It's the part of marijuana that makes you high as a kite, chilling out, relaxing, getting those munchies. And it's also part of the ingredient whenever you have those yummy marijuana brownies. Okay, I don't know what those are like. I've never had that, but I've been told that they're yummy and you get the munchies from my friends. Trust me. The reason it does this is that as it's being cooked or smoked, it breaks down the THC into easier components for you to digest and absorb inside your body. Now the other component is CBD, which is not known to have the mind-altering effects, but has its own benefits as well. Now CBD comes from the marijuana plant. Now remember how we mentioned how cannabis can be either hemp or marijuana? Well, it really depends on the amount of THC and CBD in it. Now the FDA has determined that hemp plants are legal if they contain less than 0.3% amount of THC in them. So what exactly does CBD oil help out with the GI tract? Now, believe it or not, almost 40% of individuals out there complain of some sort of gut issues, whether it is pain, bloating, nausea, poor appetite, and constipation. Now, for most people, relatively minor, not a big deal. Maybe take some over-the-counter treatment, change your diet, and they feel better. But there is a significant part of the population in which they try the more conservative options, and it doesn't help out, and they don't want to necessarily go to medical therapy. These include conditions like IBS or irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease like Crohn's or colitis, and even things like gut pain or abdominal pain as well. Now, for sure, there are conventional treatments that help out with these conditions. I am a big proponent of combining both natural options and traditional Western therapy. And we have fantastic natural options and Western therapy to help out with gut conditions. But unfortunately, a lot of the medical options have their own side effects as well. So, since I'm also a natural functional doctor, this begs the question, are there more natural approaches to help out with your gut? And the answer is yes, there are. CBD oil is something to consider for those individuals who want to try a more natural approach and who want to maybe see if we can help out with some of your gut issues. Now, there's more and more evidence that we are seeing of how CBD can actually affect the GI tract, mainly because of the amount of receptors of that cannabinoid inside your gut. In fact, your gut has the highest amount of receptors anywhere else in your body. And so because of that, CBD has a direct role in helping out gut issues, decreasing inflammation, helping out with pain, and to provide a more natural therapy for individuals who are wanting to go down that route. And keep in mind, inflammation is never our friend. We want to decrease inflammation as much as we can to get ourselves feeling better. Now, we're also seeing research that CBD can actually help out with cortisol, and cortisol over time can increase your heart rate, cause you to have rapid breathing, get tensed up, and really affect your GI tract. And we're seeing evidence that CBD can actually help suppress that cortisol, suppress the inflammation, and suppressing the amount of an inflammatory response that you may be having. And we're also seeing evidence that CBD can help out with appetite. Whether you're eating too much or too little, we're seeing that it can actually affect what is going on in that particular area. Now, there's a very interesting phenomenon going on when it comes to CBD oil. It's called the Entourage Effect. Yes, just like the show Entourage, CBD oil can actually have the same effect. Now, what this shows is that taking CBD oil for one condition, because of the different components in that oil, can actually help out with multiple other conditions as well. An example might be you're taking CBD oil for gut issues like IBS, but you also notice that benefit with anxiety and depression as well. That is the Entourage Effect. So, big question, if you're looking to get CBD oil, what you need to look for. Here are 5 things I recommend as a GI doctor. Number 1, make sure it has a COA, Certificate of Authenticity. This is a form of quality control that we have to make sure you are getting the right CBD oil. So many shops are out there always hawking and getting their products out. It is hard to know if you're getting the right treatment or not. It is very important that you get a COA, especially from a third-party vendor. You don't want the company themselves to give their own authority that it's working. You know there's going to be a conflict of interest. So make sure you get that COA, but also make sure it's from a third-party vendor saying this is a good CBD oil to get. It should include how much CBD and THC is in that product, and it should also tell you if there's other ingredients present. Hey guys, I want to thank you for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button, comment down below. Number 2, potency guide. First and foremost, before you do anything, you need to make sure you speak to your healthcare provider about what you're trying to do. There are some people in which we do not want to recommend this treatment, and there's some conditions in which we would highly not want you to try CBD oil for that condition. So make sure you always discuss with your healthcare provider what you're trying and what you're doing. Also, your doctor can maybe help you out with the type of dosages you should be on. I typically recommend start off with the lowest dose and then titrate up as needed. Number 3, you want 0 levels of THC. THC is still illegal in many states, and in fact, THC is the component that's found whenever you do a drug test. So there are lots of people out there who are taking CBD oil, don't realize the amount of THC, they're helping out with their gut issues, they end up taking a drug test, failing it, and could be losing their job in the process. So make sure the ingredients have 0 THC in them. What you want to look for is the term called CBD isolate. It should be in there on the package to let you know that it is only CBD and not THC. Number 4, be careful where you shop. I alluded to this earlier, but there's so many of these shops that are out there, it is hard to know which shops are legitimate, which ones are fake, and which ones you should keep an eye out for. There are many companies that are out there. Do your homework. Find companies that have a stellar reputation that make an excellent product. And tip number 5, you are what you pay for. This is an area which I would not recommend for you to skimp out on. If you try to get low quality CBD, you may have a lot of problems and side effects from that. It is worth it to pay a little bit extra to get better quality and to get the effects that you want to get. So here's my call to action to you. If you're curious about CBD oil, call your doctor, contact them, find out exactly if you may benefit from this new treatment that we're offering for our patients, and ask them if this is a natural way to help out with your condition. So my question today for you guys, have you tried CBD? Has it helped? What has it helped out with in particular? Comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my weekly newsletter. We get great tips and tricks like you're learning in today's video. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget, let's talk about poop. Thanks, everybody.